Good. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Kunj Bihari, Radha Kunj Bihari Radhe. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Prabhupada ki, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki, Shri Shri Radha Kunj Bihari Bhagwan ki, Shri Radhaष्टमी Maha Mahotsav ki. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadhvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Vitamsa Namaham Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyate Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratushe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण. So on this eve of Shri Radhaष्टमी, tomorrow we are celebrating Radhaष्टमी here. So we thought to discuss something which will help us to prepare our consciousness for Radhaष्टमी. Since all of you are practicing devotees, so we thought we'll take some philosophical aspect also to understand. Obviously we cannot understand what is Radha Tattva, but something we should understand philosophically, so not as to misunderstand the pastimes of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna and not to take them very cheaply, as many people, even Hindus, in India, they don't understand the pastimes. It's very confidential. It is said in the scriptures that The pastimes of Srimati Radharani, Radha Tattva, is a puzzle to many transcendentalists also. What to talk about materialist? Even for transcendentalists, it's a puzzle. It's not easy to understand. Who's Radharani? Who's Krishna? And that's why Prabhupada mostly focused on Krishna. There are 3 lectures Srila Prabhupada gave for Radha Ashtami. If you hear all those 3 lectures, there's no description of Radharani. He spoke about Krishna and then he said Krishna is so beautiful. Srimati Radharani is more beautiful than Krishna. Today is Radha Ashtami. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. That's Prabhupada. But Prabhupada has written, so some things from Chaitanya Charitamrita we'll discuss, some and then some pastimes also. So, why Krishna has performed this Leela? To perform, he performed these Leelas, different Leelas, be it Bal Leela, Kaumar Leela, Pavanda Leela, Yavan Leela, all these special pastimes with the gopis, with the gopas. So in order to attract us, it's mercy, anugrahaya bhaktanam. Shukdev Goswami says anugrahaya bhaktanam. Anugraha, compassion, mercy, to show his mercy on all of us. Krishna performs these pastimes. What are the movies or books which attract people? Either they are thrillers or crime, murder mystery, or comedy, romance, love stories. These are all the subject matters which attract people. All the literatures, all the movies are based on this. And sometimes, some movies like Star Wars, earlier movies. And what is that? The teenager boy, Harry Potter. All these you will find in Bhagavatam. Krishna is the real Harry Potter. The way Krishna fights, the way Krishna, fought with demons, especially in Vrindavan. Some of you are from South India, so you know this actor called Rajinikanth. Krishna is the original Rajinikanth. The way he can flex his muscles. How many of you have seen this movie Mahavatar Narsimha? You see how he stands in one of the scene? He's standing on his nail upside down. Krishna can do everything and anything. So it's very difficult. So Krishna, he saw that people in Kali Yuga will be attracted to these subject matters. And then he thought, these are all the subject matters which I perform Leela. So why not to manifest these pastimes for the people of Kali Yuga, so that they can read, they can hear my pastimes and come back to me. That's the purpose. But unfortunately, people in Kali Yuga are so dull-headed. They don't go to Krishna. They think this is mythology. And do you think Harry Potter is the real? It's the reality of the material world. So many people, this writer of Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling, nobody was buying her book. No printer was ready to print those books. No publishing house was, endorsing her writing. She had no money. And suddenly someone published and she became so rich. And then movies came. People say Krishna's pastime and Lord Ram's pastime, they're mythology. And what are you doing, dear sir? Watching all these movies, be it Hollywood movies or Bollywood movies. Are they not mythology? Yeah? This is the real subject matter. Just because we are not able to understand, don't call it mythology. Srila Prabhupada called it itihas. This is history. History of the greatest India, the great India, the Mahabharata. So then it's very difficult. In all the conditioned souls, we have imperfect senses. We have 4 defects: a tendency to cheat, tendency to commit mistakes, imperfect senses. And what's the 4th one? So, imperfect senses. And with those imperfect senses, we are trying to understand what is perfect. Every human being you will hear, he will say what I am saying is perfect. Mark my words. That's what they say. Shall I mark your words or shall I mark Krishna's words given in Bhagavad Gita? Mark my words, what I say is truth. You do not know your father's name and you are talking about truth. That is the situation. So it's difficult. Somehow by mercy of Srila Prabhupada, and keep the kartal little away, both the kartals separate. There's a story in Bhagavatam where one girl is wearing too many bangles in both the hands. Krishna is telling this story to Uddhava. And she's working in home, working in her kitchen, and the guests come. So she thinks, oh, the bangles are making a lot of noise. Then the guest will think that I'm poor lady, I do not have maids. In that way, all of you are poor. You don't have maids at home. So then she broke all the bangles, keeping only one bangle so that it will not clash. So this kartal has this effect of creating sound. So then it's Prabhupada's mercy that he has given through his lectures, through his books, we're able to understand. Otherwise, how many of us knew who's Krishna, who's Radharani? We knew, okay, in India we know Radha Krishna. But did we know as we know now? When devotees were first distributing Krishna book in America in 1960s, people will read Krishna. They'll ask, who is Krishna? And who is this girl beside Krishna? But at least we had some understanding because of our upbringing in India that who's Radha and Krishna. But we didn't know. Most of us, how many of you know Radha Krishna are not married? And how many of you know they are married? See, doubts. So many doubts are there. They got married 3 times. And all these pastimes, anyways, tomorrow we'll discuss a little bit on the day of Radha Ashtami. Today we'll understand that there are defects in the conditioned soul. And it is said there are 18 shortcomings, 18 negative qualities which we have, which is absent in Krishna. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains these. And these qualities are not there in Krishna. Because Krishna is completely spiritual, not entangled. Maya cannot touch Krishna because Maya is controlled by Krishna, not even directly. Maya does not even come in direct touch with Krishna. That is why Krishna, to create this material world, he gave the powers to Shiva. He said, you expand. I give you the powers. like in the good old days, or bad old days, whatever it is, when British Raj was there all over the world, the king and queen will not go to every country. They will appoint viceroys. So Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati, they're like viceroys for the material world. All the material worlds, all the material universes. And Krishna just manages. In that also Krishna expanded Balramji and told him, take care of the spiritual world. So Shiva takes care of material world, Balram takes care of spiritual world. What will Krishna do? Krishna expanded Srimati Radharani. From right side he expanded Balram, from left side he expanded Radharani, and then he told Radharani, you manage Braja, Vrindavan, Braj Bhumi. So what will Krishna do? He said, I'll just do perform Leela in Braj. So that is how he manages. So he has no, he's completely spiritual, so there is no shortcoming. Sometimes you would have heard that he's Nirguna. He's Nirguna. There's no guna. So sometimes people think there is no personality. It's all impersonal, Lord Krishna. Now, Nirguna means he has no material qualities. Or he's beyond the three gunas: ignorance, passion and goodness. So that is how, as we surrender, we will come to know Krishna will reveal. Ye thamam prapadyante tam sathaiva bhajamyam. As we surrender, Krishna reveals. Now Krishna comes openly, but Srimati Radharani, Krishna does not reveal about Srimati Radharani to everyone. It's not given in many scriptures also. That's how Vedic culture is, no? Man comes out and meets people in the world. Women is not exposed. So similarly about Radharani, not everyone knows. Many great people who are transcendentalists, they also do not understand about Radharani. It is only because of Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas we know something about Radharani. We worship Radha and Krishna. We don't worship Krishna separately. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, as one will not accept sun without sunshine, I do not accept Krishna without Srimati Radharani. Have you seen sun without sunshine? It doesn't exist. So Krishna doesn't exist without Srimati Radharani. They both are one. They both are one. When they are one eternally, they are two eternally. So when they are one, they are Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna nahi anya. Radha and Krishna combined form is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So how do we understand? When we are pure in our heart, then we understand the pure things. Like wood. Wood is not a good medium for electricity. But metal is. So electricity flows through the metal, but not through the wood. So we have to become pure to understand the supremely pure Sri Radha and Krishna. But we have our own tendencies. There was a lady, old poor lady. In her house, she had one jug, small jug. She'll measure the rice, put in the vessel. She'll take water, measure with that same jug, put with the rice, make khichdi, make rice, whatever. Everything she has to measure with that same measuring jug. So one fine day, she goes to market to buy a cloth. And the cloth merchant, he says, okay, take this. She said, okay, give me give me this cloth. And he started measuring 1 meter, 2 meter, few meters. And she said, no, you cannot measure it with the meter stick. I measure everything with the jug. So you have to measure cloth with the jug. What foolish lady you are. How can you measure a cloth with jug? So that is how we have tendencies to judge everything, to measure everything. And how do we measure? With our measuring stick, which is imperfect because we have imperfect senses. We have tendency to commit mistakes. We have tendency to cheat. So similarly, we apply the same principles what applies to us on Krishna. How many of you drive or sit in the car and someone is driving you? Almost everyone. There's no other way you travel. Until unless you become like a walking monk. So when you drive, there are signals. So if there's a red signal, what do? You stop. Have you seen a plane, an aircraft flying and red signal comes and stops? It will be a problem if it stops. Some things in our life we don't want to give rest. Sometimes we get tired. Oh, I want to rest. I've eaten so much. I want to give rest to my stomach. How many of you say that I want to give rest to my heart? Nobody wants to give rest to its hearts. So different, different rules. So what rules applies for a car cannot apply for a plane. So what rules applies to us, we cannot apply the same rule to Krishna. He is the creator, he is the master. They're different. Even in the planets of demigods, the same rules don't apply. So then he says, Krishna says, I will, okay, when you will perform bhakti, I will reveal. Naham prakasha sarvasya mudo abhinna janati. I do not reveal myself to those who don't practice devotional service. Only when you practice devotional service, I will reveal myself. So that is about Krishna. The same applies to Srimati Radharani, or for Srimati Radharani. If you want to understand, just practice. And what is that? First of all, you have to surrender to a spiritual master. Srila Prabhupada is the Shiksha Guru for all devotees. We surrender to his instructions. We follow what he says, and then gradually become pure. You'll be able to understand. Okay? Time will come. So that is how Radha Krishna Tattva we can understand gradually. Now many people say that, oh, Krishna is dancing with other men's wives. First of all, it is not true. And even if it is true, he is the supreme master. Ultimately, everyone belongs to him. Prabhupada was giving one lecture here in America. Prabhupada gave in the talk, he says, if you want, you go to Krishna and Krishna will kiss you also. Why you are so much envious? But if you want to enjoy Krishna, there's a problem. We want to become enjoyer. No, we have to be enjoyed by Krishna. In this material world also, whether a man or a woman, both they think that we are enjoyers. Today both they think that we are enjoyers. But think, you are enjoying or you are getting enjoyed? Or rather, if I have to say, you are getting exploited. by our own mind, by our own senses. We're getting exploited. Our mind, if mind does not want, mind will not allow us to sleep in the night. Then what to do? So many sleeping pills I saw. I saw on that day one store, there was a box and sleep easy. It was mentioned, sleep easy. Your mind is not allowing, mind is harassing you, exploiting you. So we are not able to control our mind, we are not able to control our senses, and we want to know about Radha Krishna. So it is only by mercy we can understand. So Srimati Radharani is an expansion of Krishna. She is non-different from Krishna. She is also Bhagavan. Krishna is Sevya Bhagavan. Radharani is Sevak Bhagavan. There is no difference. She is Bhagavan because she is expansion of Krishna. But what happened? She does not perform such pastimes where she is exhibiting her, power. Because she always performs pastimes where she wants to please Krishna. So she takes the role of a servant, eternal servant of Krishna. So, how many of you have heard that Radharani becomes angry and Krishna, he comes with so many varieties of ideas just to make Radharani happy or to pacify Radharani. You've heard? Man Leela, this is called. There's so many times Radharani becomes angry or she rather gets upset with Krishna. And Krishna has to come up with ways to pacify her. She is not becoming upset like a wife or a girlfriend will become in this ordinary material world. You don't give your wife on anniversary any gift, and then she becomes upset. Then you have to buy 3 gifts to pacify her. Is that true? But Radharani is not an ordinary girl. How can Krishna, who is the Supreme Lord, will want to associate with an ordinary girl, ordinary material girl? He will not. So, Radharani becoming angry with Krishna is a pastime of Radharani to serve Krishna. In this world which we are living, when a wife becomes angry with the husband, who has the upper hand? You are so scared to say wife. I understood. Prabhu is scared to say wife. Mataji is here? No. Okay, then why you are scared? Don't worry, this recording will not go to your home. Wife has upper hand and wife is really upset. But Srimati Radharani becomes upset with Krishna in order to give more enjoyment to Krishna. Because Krishna is Rasaraj. He is Bhoktaram Yagatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He is the enjoyer of all the enjoyers. He enjoys ultimate. He is the ultimate enjoyer. He enjoys everything and everyone. Like Krishna wanted to be chastised by his devotee, so he played this role of Damodar in Damodar Leela. You know Damodar Leela? How many of you know Damodar Leela? Mother Yashoda tying Krishna. So Krishna wanted to play such a role. Krishna wanted to fight, so Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha came so that Krishna will fight with them. Ultimately, who is enjoyer? Krishna. Krishna is tied by Mother Yashoda. Who is enjoyer? Krishna. Cowherd boyfriends. Krishna's cowherd boyfriends. They climb on the shoulder of Krishna, telling him that you are not superior. You are one of us. They don't treat him as Bhagavan. They don't even consider him as son of a king. They say, no, what you think you're a big man? You're like us. So they Krishna has to lift one Sakha on his shoulder and take him to another place. That is Krishna's punishment. But who is the enjoyer? Krishna. Because Krishna wants to do. Please try to understand. Krishna is supremely independent. He will do what he wants to do. Nobody can force him to do what he does not want to do. So Krishna wants to be tied. Krishna got tied. Krishna wants to fight. Krishna created Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha. Krishna wanted to fight in battlefield. Bhishma is shooting arrows right in the chest of Krishna. And Krishna is bleeding. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains Krishna is feeling that a lover is throwing flower petals on him. Who is enjoying? Krishna. His coward boyfriends sit on his shoulder. They wrestle with him. They defeat him. Who enjoys? Krishna. Because Krishna wants to be defeated. So enjoyer is only Krishna. So Radharani becomes upset, becomes angry with Krishna. Who enjoys? Krishna. Not Radharani. She is servant. So she becomes angry and Krishna like a, I don't know, like a lumpet. We hear this word. Like a boy who has run around behind his girlfriend, trying to pacify her. But who enjoys? Krishna. It's not Radharani. But in all the cases, because devotees are giving complete satisfaction to Krishna, enjoyment to Krishna, so they also enjoy. So Yashoda also enjoys. Coward boyfriends also enjoy. Because Radharani is giving happiness to Krishna, so in turn Krishna gives 1,000 times more happiness to Srimati Radharani. So she is also happy. So both are happy. That's how. Otherwise we hear these pastimes, sometimes we get bewildered. So what is Rasa Leela? Rasa Leela is just, like we dance in Guru Puja, in Sandhya Arti. Mangala Arti we dance less, but in Guru Puja we dance. In Sandhya Arti, in Kirtan, we dance and we feel happiness. Imagine in this conditional state, we are chanting Hare Krishna mantra and we are dancing, but we are feeling some happiness. How much happiness a pure devotee will feel? How much happiness all these gopis were feeling? So Krishna wanted to give these gopis the happiness. So Ras Leela is nothing but a dance, the transcendental dance, the Rasa dance, it is said, for the pleasure of Krishna. And because all the gopis, they are trying to give happiness to Krishna, Krishna makes them happy. So why all these leelas are shown, are given in Srimad Bhagavatam, so that we read them, we get attracted to Krishna, and we also want to give happiness to Krishna in order to become completely happy. Prabhu, how long we can go on? 8:30. Okay, we have. So understood. This is basic understanding. With that understanding, we will know who is Radharani. So we are trying to serve Krishna. Sometimes we perform arati to Krishna. Sometimes we offer flowers to Krishna. Sometimes we cook something for Krishna. And sometimes when we are doing any service for Krishna, then what happens? Our intention sometimes, our consciousness is pure, we just want to serve Krishna. It's not that in temple I'm cooking paratha and thinking, oh, 5 parathas I'll cook, 2 I'll take. Then paneer sabji, oh, I should add less salt to paneer sabji because I have BP problem. I'm making sweet for Krishna. Oh, so Mataji may think my Prabhu has diabetes. So I will not add sweet. I will not add sugar. So sweet rice offered to Krishna without sugar. Because my Prabhu has to eat after that. So we think about ourselves, then that happiness will not come. That happiness will not come. But sometimes, uh, because we are chanting, we are associating with devotees, sometimes we are in a neutral state. I don't want myself, I don't want for Krishna, I'm just doing as a duty. But that also gives some happiness. But sometimes we feel, oh, let me cook for Sri Sri Radha Kunja Bihari. He likes hot chapatis. Let me make good, soft, hot chapatis and also apply cow ghee on it. So then you become more happy because you're doing for Krishna. Imagine if we are doing little bit for Krishna, we become happy. As we advance in bhakti, we'll do more for Krishna. We'll become more happy. Why Prabhupada came to America? Because he wanted to see how the roads are, how the infrastructure is, how America looks like. He's not coming here to enjoy. He's coming here to serve. Serve the instructions of his own Guru Maharaj. Serve the instructions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Prithvi te ache Yatanagara Adi Gram, Sarvatra Pracharayo Moranam. Serve the instructions of Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna is telling, one who preaches the message of Bhagavad Gita is dear to me. So Prabhupada is coming to serve. 37 days on a ship, 2 heart attacks, and so much struggle for next 1 year. And then got some success. And few years got good success. And to engage devotee is a bigger trouble. The biggest challenge is to engage devotees in service. Huh? All the leaders will know that. So then Prabhupada did all this. His old age, where he is not able to walk, his voice is very feeble, his body is very, very tired. He's still doing service. He's not able to sit. He's lying down, but he's still translating Srimad Bhagavatam. Why? I mean, come on. Who is the old man in the world who's about to die and will do such things? Hare, let me peacefully die. That's how people think. छोड़ दो, अभी तो मुझे छोड़ दो, शांति से मरने तो दो. You see any person who's not a devotee and see him dying, he'll say, leave me alone. Prabhupada is not like that. Prabhupada's body grew old. Prabhupada's about to leave body and go to enter eternal pastimes of Sri Radha and Krishna. But why is he doing that? Imagine how much happiness Prabhupada would be getting. In this material world, we can give 2 examples. One is diluted example and one is good quality example. What is the diluted example? A mother serving the child. 100 years ago, different. Now it's different. Now sometimes mothers get irritated with their kids. Imagine a 2-month-old baby crying in the night, and mother has to get up and she has to again go to office. She will get irritated. But still, you want to do it, then you feel some love. Huh? And Srila Prabhupada said the best example in the material world you can give of this is cow and calf. How many of you have seen cow giving birth to calf? Only 2, 3? Good. When the cow gives birth to calf, what she does? She licks the body of calf as if she will swallow. She's so much in love with her calf, so much in love. She licks the body. You don't dare to go near the calf, newborn calf. She'll become like a lioness. She loves the calf so much. That's why for Krishna the word is used Bhakta Vatsal. Vatsa means calf. From this the word has come. The cow loves calf more than a human mother loves her child. So that's why Bhakta Vatsal. Krishna is Bhakta Vatsal. Like a cow loves the calf, Krishna loves more than millions and billions and trillions and zillions of cows put together. So how much pleasure, how much happiness Srila Prabhupada would be getting? That's why he's doing. Imagine the amount of happiness, or how much Srimati Radharani would be relishing just to serve Krishna. We have not tasted it. If we sometime serve Krishna just to make Krishna happy, the amount of happiness you will get, you cannot forget that in your entire life. That is what we are looking. That is the real happiness. And that's the only happiness in the entire creation. So Srimati Radharani has done PhD, if I have to say. She's topmost devotee of Sri Krishna. And that is why she gives unlimited, maximum maybe not the good word, unlimited pleasure and happiness to Krishna. And that is why Krishna says, anyone who will serve me, I'm sold out to that person. Patram pushpam phalam toyam. You just give one tulsi leaf to Krishna with love. Yome bhaktya prayachati. With love in your heart, you just offer one tulsi leaf to Krishna. And Krishna is sold out to you. Imagine you giving only one tulsi leaf and Krishna is sold out. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Manasa deha geha jo kichu mora arpilu tuva pade nanda kishora. Manasa deha geha. My mind, my body, my house, and everything else what I have. Why use this word, mind, body, and house? Because it is like a cage. Mind is one cage, has a lot of emotions, a lot of memories, everything is caged inside the mind. Then body is also cage, and then house is also a cage. So everything what is mine, I offer it to you. In another song, that Mama Namandire Raho Nishedina Krishna Murari, Oh Krishna Murari. He's saying, Oh Krishna, stay in the heart, stay in my Mama Mana Mandire, stay in the temple of my heart. Nishi din, day and night. Krishna says, okay, I'll come. What will I get there? Bhakti Thakur says, Bhakti Preeti Mala Chandan Tumi Niyo He Niyo Chitanandan. I'll give you bhakti. I'll give you preeti. I'll offer you garland and sandalwood. That means I'll offer sandalwood garland with bhakti and preeti. What Krishna is hungry for? Bhakti and preeti. Love. So that is what pure devotee is feeling happy. And Srimati Radharani gives maximum. If Krishna is sold out to a person who gives one tulsi leaf, imagine how many times Krishna will be sold out to Srimati Radharani. That is the greatness of Srimati Radharani. Even the Supreme Creator is completely sold out. Like a puppet, he dances into her hands. That's the glory of Srimati Radharani. If you don't know the glory of Krishna, you cannot understand what the glory of Radharani. That is why Krishna becomes puppet. And our acharyas use this word lampat. And that's why you hear sometime pastimes that Krishna is just running behind Radharani. And sometimes, very great acharyas, they say, oh, like a shameless boy. Even though rejected by Radharani, a shameless boy, he runs behind Radharani. But why? Because she has given her life to serve Krishna. So Krishna feels indebted. That is why. Without philosophy, if you just try to understand pastime, then you will commit offense. So first understand Krishna. And that is why Bhagavad Gita first we understand. Who is Krishna? Who am I? What is my relation with Krishna? What is material world? Why am I entangled? How to come out of this world? Then we practice little bit. Then we come to Bhagavad. And we know more about different devotees like Pandavas, like Bhishma, like Parikshit Maharaj, like Brahma, like Shiva, like Dhruva Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Bharat Maharaj, Gajendra, all these devotees. And then we come to Mother Yashoda. And then we come to know about Srimati Radharani. First we have to understand. And then, what is the pastimes of Srimati Radharani and Krishna? There's some description is mentioned in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. But people think that relation between Radha and Krishna is like ordinary boy and girl having lusty affairs. How can Krishna be attracted to lust? If Krishna is lusty, then why am I chanting Krishna's name to come out of lust? Think logically. It's like you go to a billionaire and you tell him, oh, I need $1,000. Can you please give me? Either take 10,000, take 100,000. I have a lot of money. You get $100,000, and then you give $1 to him. My donation to you. Just now you took $100,000 from him, and you're giving $1 to him. Do you think he does not have $1? So, sometimes people think. So why? If Krishna's names are purifying three worlds, and I am coming out of my lust, anger and greed by chanting Krishna's name, do you think the same person, Krishna, will be lusty? How does it make any sense? How does it make sense? So it's pure love. What is lust and what is love? आत्मेंद्रिय प्रीति वांछा तारे बोले काम, कृष्णेंद्रिय प्रीति इच्छा धरे प्रेम नाम. When you try to satisfy your senses, that is lust. And when you try to satisfy Krishna's senses, that's love. There is no love in this material world. There is no love in this material world. And love word is only for Krishna. We don't have a fan here, but I assume that all of you have seen a ceiling fan. Yeah, you have seen ceiling fan? You've seen a fan? So suppose there are three blades in the fan. One blade is Papa, one blade is Mummy, and one blade me. Now you are a boy or a girl, you decide. Three blades. Are these three blades of the fan connected with each other? Are the three blades connected with each other? Think about it. Are they connected? Yes or no? How many of you say yes, they are connected? How many of you say no, they are not connected? Some are still thinking. In my last life, I saw. In America, we don't use ceiling fans. You have standing fans? Something you have seen? They are connected also, they are not connected also. They are connected, but not connected. They are connected with the machine. What if I remove that machine? What will happen to these three blades? They will fall off. They have no existence. They cannot move, they're like dead bodies. So in a family, Krishna is that machine, and family members are like blades. Somehow, due to our karma, we are coming together. What we have to do? We have to come together and take the help of Krishna and serve Krishna. So our existence is to serve Krishna. And how can you try to become happy without serving Krishna? Impossible. It's impossible. And we've all tried that. We didn't become happy. That is why you serve Krishna and automatically you become happy. Like you swipe your credit card, you get some points free. You don't have to ask for it, you get it. You serve Krishna, you get happiness. You engage your wife for serving Krishna, she gets happiness. You engage your kids serving Krishna, they get happiness. And everyone is happy. And be it a husband or wife, it's your duty to engage each other and the kids so that they can become happy. If you think they can become happy by giving a house, by giving a car, by giving for a world tour, by giving expensive gifts to each other, we have done that. Happiness comes for a very short time. What is the day today? Today is Saturday. What is the date? 30th. 30th. What is tomorrow? 31st. What is day after tomorrow? 1st. Very important date. Very important date, which makes you happy. Like that Mataji became suddenly happy fast. Anticipating the message will come. Your account dash 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 cross 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 has been credited. You're a businessman, so you will not know. One who's having job, he will know. First is nightmare for you because you have to give out salary. Sorry. Not for you this example. So Guru Maharaj gave this example. I asked him, we were when I joined you all youth. So sometimes youth they say, I want happiness. I said, Maharaj, is there any happiness in the world? Maharaj said, yes, there is happiness in the world. On the first, when you get salary, you become happy. But after 2-3 days, everything is like 2-3 days the sun is shining. It's a good example. Huh? This state, sun shines so beautiful. In India, sun shines, you want to run away. Otherwise, all snow. Afternoon 3 o'clock, it becomes dark. That's how. You know, after 15th of every month, you are on a loan. You are asking your wife, "Can you give me some loan? $1,000. I need to fill gas in my vehicle." So that is how. There is happiness. Prabhupada also said, there's some happiness, but it's very, very temporary. But if we are looking for eternal happiness, stable happiness, like we are in the basement right now, but we are not fearful. Why? Because these pillars are standing, and they are holding the entire house, two-storied house. So if we want some happiness which will stay, then we need to serve Krishna. And Srimati Radharani serves maximum. So she gets maximum. And that's why Krishna runs behind not only Srimati Radharani, he runs behind all the gopis. He runs behind Yashoda. When Yashoda tied up in Damodar Leela, and then these 2 trees fell down, Krishna only make them fall down, and then Nanda Baba came and opened Krishna, and then Krishna apparently became angry, and he said, Nanda Baba asked, who tied you? And Krishna says, Maya tied me. Nanda Baba said, oh, Maya tied you. Earlier Nanda Baba was very angry. Who tied you? And he was so fearful because only 1 inch this side, 1 inch this side, there were trees. Then he heard that Maya tied. So Nanda Baba became soft. It's an eternal principle. Nothing new. So then Nanda Baba is trying to pacify Krishna. Krishna says, Baba, now onwards, I'm telling you, I'm only your son. I have nothing to do with Yashoda. She tied me, I would have died. So he's putting up a show. And Yashoda comes here. And she hears Krishna says, I'm not Yashoda's son from now onwards. My passport should only say father's name. Mother's name, don't write. Put a whitener there. The Yashoda mother goes and cries. She's lying down on the floor crying. She cannot even think without Krishna existence even for a microsecond. But Krishna is right now angry. So Nanda Baba tells Krishna, you will be only my son. And you always go with me. I'll go to office, you come with me to office. But I'm thinking, Krishna, who will feed you milk? And Krishna says, Ore Baba, existential crisis. So Shri Krishna is telling, Baba, put me down, put me down, put me down. And then he runs behind Yashoda. And Yashoda is sleeping there on the floor, lying there on the floor, crying. He says, Maya, 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 I'm hungry. Please feed me some milk. And Krishna runs behind Yashoda also. Krishna will run behind you also. If you first run behind Krishna and make him happy, then he will run behind you. If you become pure devotee, then Krishna is your servant. So that we have to understand. And with that mood, we should approach Srimati Radharani. My dear Divine Mother, with your love, with your service, with your surrender, you have captured Krishna in your heart. He cannot leave and go away from your heart. So please, I'm your son, I'm your daughter. somehow because of my material desire nonsense, I'm entangled. Please engage me in service of Krishna. That is the meaning of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Prabhupada said, we are praying to Srimati Radharani to please engage us in service of Krishna. Why? Because she is the best of the devotee. That is the reason. Don't think that she is a girl, Krishna is a boy. In spiritual world, there is no concept Krishna is a boy or Krishna is Radharani is a girl. Krishna is Supreme Lord. And Radharani is also Supreme Lord, but Supreme Servant. Both are transcendental. To be able to understand that. With this understanding, you approach. Tomorrow when you go to temple, how many of you are planning to go to temple tomorrow? Yeah, everyone should go. It's Radha Ashtami. You get mercy. So approach with this mood to Radharani. And before Radharani, you approach to Prabhupada. Then my dear Prabhupada, if you were not there, what would have happened to this world? Forget about this world, what would have happened to me? So by your mercy, I'm standing here. Whenever we stand in front of Krishna, or Radha Krishna, or Gaurneta, or Jagannath Baldev, or Srinathji, we should always thank our Guru Maharaj and Prabhupada. It's because of your mercy I'm standing in front of the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, do you think we are fit? Huh? We are not even fit to stand in front of the president of any nation. Are we standing in front of Krishna? It's only because Guru's mercy and Prabhupada's mercy. So you approach Radha with this, then she'll bless you. So I'll tell you some pastimes which will also help us to meditate. So what happens? Now everyone is excited. When they hear stories, without philosophy story, now you understand stories, so you'll understand. Tomorrow, birth of Radharani in the morning, how she appeared, how she opened her eyes, how Krishna, from where did she come, how Krishna appeared, everything we'll discuss tomorrow. So, Durvasa Muni, not the guy you want to mess up with. You don't want even come in front of him. It's like in Bollywood movies you would have heard in childhood. Police ka dosti acha nahi, dushmani acha nahi, something like that. If you become his friend also sometimes difficult, he becomes angry. So everyone is scared of Durvasa Muni because he will immediately curse. So he comes to Barsana. And he comes in the, before noon time, around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning. And, gents are not there. They've gone to their work. They've gone to the office. So they are not there. And he comes to Vrishabhanu Maharaj's palace. Vrishabhanu Maharaj is not there. Kirtida Mata, mother of Radharani, she's shivering. Durvasa has come, what will happen? If any mistake, we are doomed. See, that is how people used to fear adharma. Not like today. If you do one mistake, your entire lineage, your forefathers will suffer. Still, we are so foolish. I love my papa, I love my mummy, and I do all this nonsense, and they'll go to hell. They'll go to hell. All the lineage will get destroyed. Oh, that's how Dashrath Maharaj was also scared of Vishwamitra, and he allowed Ram and Lakshmana to go because otherwise the entire lineage will go down. So Kirtida Mata is like shivering. And Durvasa Muni stands, with that very deep looks in her eyes, in his eyes.